name is John. In this video, I'll walk you through on how the leads of your business are managed in Dovyo CRM. So to begin with, let us log in using your valid credentials that has been given to us. So enter the proper domain name, which will route you to the sign-in page. And once I log in, it will land me to this home page of Dovyo CRM. So before we proceed further, there are certain instructions that has to be followed. For that, move your cursor to the left side navigation bar, and when you scroll down, you will find setup. So click on setup, wherein this setup speaks of all the setup you have to do for your leads. In this, over the lead section, you will find sources and statuses. So source is that what are all the source, or from where are all the source your leads are being captured. So you can create your own sources with a color code, and when you click on save, you will find the list of all the sources that you have been created, that has been listed here. So it also displays or speaks about how many total leads for that specific source has been captured, and this will be reflected in your leads model. So going back again, you will find statuses in leads. So this status in leads is that you can create your own customized status for all your leads. So thus created over here is like customer, new lead, follow-up, demo schedule, etc. And it also speaks of how many leads under this status, wherein this will be reflected in your leads model. Also, based on your desire and want, you can create your own custom field for your leads. For that, go to setup, move your cursor to the left side navigation bar again, go to setup, and you will find custom field. In this custom field, click on fields. When you click on fields, the page will be displayed as such, and you can create your own custom field for the leads module. So ensure that this field you give as a leads here, that is the field belongs to leads, and give the field name and give the respective type, as whether it should be as input or number or text area or whatever it is as per your desire. And if you want to make this required, just check on this required, and if you want to show it on table, just check it as show it on table and click on save. Once you save it, the created custom field will get displayed here as like this, and it will be made as active. When it is active, it will get reflected in your leads module where you're going to create your lead. Nextly, in the settings of setup of leads, there are certain things you have to set for a lead. For that, go to setup, settings, and leads to your left. Click on leads. You will be getting this default area. So in this default section, we have to give all the provisions that is to be defaulted, wherein those things will get reflected in your leads model. By using this setting, you can perform any kind of validation for the lead, and also set restriction for all the staff member who will get assigned for this lead. To be very precise, by selecting any of the field over here, it will help you to perform a validation for duplication of lead. When this option is set to yes, the staff member that converted this lead to a customer will be auto-assigned as a customer admin. When this is set to yes, it will allow non-admin staff member to import a lead. And also, when you set this option to yes, this will show the lead information of that customer to all the customer admin of that customer. So there are certain mandatory fields that has to be set to yes, which is company name is required, email is required, phone number is required. Based on your business demand and need, you can set all these things as mandatory or not. So this option over here, when this is set to yes, it will show assignee's name while filling and validating duplicate lead. So when this option is set to yes, this will not allow the staff contact number, that is your employee's contact number, as a lead contact number. After making the necessary setups, move your cursor to the left side navigation bar, and to the third section you will find marketing module. So in this marketing module, you will see leads. Click on leads,
and it will redirect you to this leads page. In this leads page, there are two options where you can create a single lead, or you can import a bulk number of leads.
So let me go to create lead. So this create lead is a page where you can create a new lead. Based on the setup options that we have discussed earlier, these things such as status, sources, everything will get captured from there and assigned defaultly over here. So in the status, you can select any of the status you want to give, and also for the source. So this assigned field speaks of to which staff member this lead is going to get assigned. Using the tag, you can give certain kind of representation so that you can search a lead easily. So the names field speaks of the name of the lead and all the basic details you have to fill in for the lead. In this, like, all the mandatory things will be marked in red and also in star, that is asterisk. So fill in all the details, basic and also the mandatory thing, and scroll down. So you can see description. If you want to give description for this lead, you can provide a description for this lead here. And there are two options named as public and contacted today. So when this public is checked, this will enable this lead to be public for every user. That is, every user or any staff member of your organization will be able to see this lead. So if I have contacted this lead today, I will check this as contacted today. If I have not contacted today, but I have contacted this lead either before or in the previous week or in the previous day, I will uncheck it and put on the exact date and time when I contacted this lead. So beneath this, there are certain custom fields where you can create your own custom field based on the setup that will be reflected here, and you can give you the details and click on save. So when this is saved, your leads will get displayed over here as like this. That is, it will be listed here in this list page. Moreover, if you have n number of leads and you wish to create that, the only option to do that is by importing it. Move your cursor to this arrow mark and click on import leads. When you click on it, you will be directed to this page wherein you are asked to download a sample data. This sample data will contain a record set that is being displayed as such here. Fill in all the necessary details of your lead as per this set of data and save your data in .csv format. Only then you will be allowed to import your lead. Moreover, if you want to assign a responsible assignee for this lead, you can assign them over here itself. Then stimulate it for validation and give import. Your leads will be imported. Once imported leads will get displayed in the list page of the leads, as like here. The list page of the lead speaks of all the details of the lead, that is the name of the lead and the lead number, the follow-up date and time, when it has been created, the exact date and time, and for what purpose it has been created, and who has been assigned for this lead, and the company name of that lead, the contact number and the email ID of that respective lead, the tags that you have given when you created the lead, the status as per your requirement, whether it is qualified or not, and what is the quality of the lead, and also the source of the lead, and when this lead was lastly contacted, either by visiting it in person or through a call or via any other mode. So the created lead will look like this with all the necessary information that you have provided during creation. The lead number, the lead name, the company name of the lead, the source of the lead, the status of the lead, when it got created, the date and time, and when it was lastly contacted, with all the information. Moreover, you will also see the tags that you have given during creation will come over here. Also, there is something very important, that is a leads quality meter. This meter will assess the quality of your lead based on the input that you provide during creation. Here you see certain tabs are disabled. The reason is that this lead is still pending to be qualified. Once it gets qualified, the disabled tabs will get enabled. The information tab speaks of all the respective information of the lead, also with the activity that is being captured for that lead. Every minute small changes or any activity that you do will be captured here along with respective date and time and of the person who has made this activity. Also, you can provide notes for this respective lead, and it will get displayed here as who has created this note and at what time and date. The Maps tab over here helps you to discover your lead's exact location. To be precise, the latitude and longitude of that lead. In addition to that, the check-in tab here says the amount of time your employee or your staff has invested in visiting this lead. That is the check-in and check-out details with the exact date and location of them, and how many hours the duration they have spent for that lead. Moreover, the call tab over here speaks about how much calls the employee or staff of yours has made, for which time and which date, and how much duration they have spent over the call, and the status of the call, whether it is dialed or received or answered or whatever it may be. If anyone wants to, or if that particular staff wants to put a note for the call, he can add a note over here. Nextly, if you want to set a reminder for this lead, move your cursor to the top right corner. You will see a bell icon, which is a reminder. Hit on it. It will enable you to create a reminder. For example, I'm creating a reminder for tomorrow with respect to such time, and I'm setting this reminder to a specific employee. In the description, I do type some description. If I want this reminder to be sent in as an email also, I'll check on this and hit on save. So a reminder is added successfully and it will be notified at the respective time. Now in the reminders tab, you can see for whom this reminder has been set to and which date and time, and what is the description of it. You can also edit or delete over here. So nextly, there is something called as meeting. So in the meetings tab, it will describe what are all the meetings ought to be conducted. Most importantly, if you want to create a Teams or a Google meeting for a lead, you can do it from the CRM itself. For that, move your cursor to the top right corner where you will see a M icon. Hit on it. It will direct you to a add new meeting page. In this page, kindly do fill in the necessary details of the meeting. Select which type of meeting you want, whether through Teams or through Google Meet. Give the start date with the timing and end date with the respective timing. Click on save. A meeting is being added successfully, and this will be reflecting in your meetings tab. In the meetings tab, it will show the ID of the meeting, the name of the meeting, which mode the meeting is going to be conducted, start date and time, end date and time, and with certain option over here to delete and to create a link. When you over to the create a link and click on it and confirm the action, it will display a page where meeting URL will be suggested. So you can select this URL or you can hit this URL so that the meeting can be started, and this URL can be copied and sent to the respective person who will be attending the meeting too. So this page displays that it is of a Teams meeting and the lead for whom this meeting is being conducted and the reports. So in the report, you can see how many participants are being involved with the start and end date. You can also sync this report. When you feel it's a high time for a lead to get qualified, move your cursor to the top right corner where it will ask of you, is lead qualified? When you check in yes for it, it will ask you of a note for what reason you're going to get this lead to be qualified. So when you type in the reason and add it as a note, it will display it here in the notes. You can also set a reminder while you're doing the notes for itself. So now the hidden tabs as of proposal, task and the attachments will be enabled, such that you can create a proposal over here for this lead, and you can put on a new task for the lead, and also you can make proper or legit attachments that is being required for this lead. This is how in Dovyo CRM you will be able to manage a lead.